Do you ever wonder where snakes lay eggs in captivity? No? Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway. This is a lay box and it's filled with damp sphagnum moss. These boxes are given to snakes about to lay eggs or to assist snakes who are shedding. This is orchid moss, which is just really high quality sphagnum moss. I like knowing that there are no additives or fertilizers at all. Here it is up close and you can see that there are some pieces of hay throughout as well. It's very important to use a water dechlorinator for lay boxes because snake eggs are sensitive to chlorine. You don't need to take this step for a normal shedding humidity box. With this brand, you only need a teeny bit, and it's my favorite thing in the world to continue to spill it in little puddles on top of my deep freezer. That's a crucial step in this process. Finally, it looks like I actually pour it into the cap, so I get my trusty pickle jar, and I add the dechlorinator first. Generally, you should add chemicals to water, not vice versa, but do as I say and not as I do. I like to warm up the water a little bit so that it's a place that she'd want to go into immediately. This is a utility sink, it's dirty, but it's used for dirty stuff, so please be gentle with the judgment. But you'll see as I pull the jar away that the water is actually kind of opaque. This is just because it's warm. There are bubbles that are settling within. Also, ideally you disinfect the box in between, but I didn't do that because I forgot. This is footage that I took as I edited this video, so again, do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, add that warm water to the moss to hydrate it and get a consistent dampness throughout. You should be able to squeeze the moss and some water will drip out, but not so much that puddles of water remain on the bottom. I like to ruffle it up a little bit after it's mixed so that it's loose and easy for them to burrow through. Then I like to pat it all down, negating any previous ruffling before ruffling it again. Lid on and let's take a look. The hole goes on the top to reduce the chances of them trailing sphagnum moss around their houses, as would happen if the hole were on the side. It's also nice to be able to quickly and efficiently check on them without much handling or movement while they lay their eggs, like Mrs. Mack here. Hi, baby. It's not what time you think it is, I'm sorry. Terribly sorry. I keep 2 lay boxes in rotation for her so that when one dries out, I can immediately replace it with the other. Here I am gently relocating her and you can see how swollen her belly is. She laid a surprise clutch a month ago from a prior partner introduced from her previous owner, and now she's double clutching 1 month later. And I want to be 100% sure that I give her every opportunity to do it right this time. The humidity that the moss holds creates a perfect environment for the eggs, especially when the box is placed on top of the heat source in the snake's house like this. Here's her other lay box, it's kind of dry. I'll keep it aside and when it's time to switch again, I'll take the moss out, disinfect, and repeat. So here's Mrs. Mack in her lay box, and you can see that I've taken out all other hide options to encourage her to be where she needs to be. I took out her water dish for this video, but she still has access to a water dish 24/7. I zoomed in here on the lower third of her body, where you can really see the outline of the eggs inside. She previously laid 10 eggs, and because she laid them in aspen and crushed them, only 1 remains, but it's doing really well, and this time will be different though. I expect eggs any day.